good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PA Dream. It's a beautiful morning here in the Philippines. Every morning seems to be a beautiful morning, especially this time of year. It's usually nothing but blue skies. When we wake up in the morning, we go out and we have some breakfast out on the lanai. It's nice and quiet in this secluded part of our subdivision, which brings us to today's episode. Today's episode is a continuing effort for me to show you some of the lots around here. Once the maintenance team are advised or directed to do some cutting. When they do the cutting so that you can see some of the topography a little bit better, so you get an understanding of the shape of the lot, I'm going to take advantage and try to show you these lots in the event that you are interested in purchasing property in this part of the Philippines. Well, anyway, this morning is going to start out with three lots we're going to be talking about. This lot directly behind me, which is very close to Villa Feliz, our home across the street over here. As you can see, they did some clearing here. We're going to look at the adjacent lot. These two lots right here. This is block 16, lots 3 and 4, and then we are going to look on the opposite side of the street of us, on to the west over there, just directly across from Villa Feliz, and we are going to look at block 17, lot 34, one of my preferred picks here in the subdivision. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at these two lots right here. So let's go ahead and get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. What I'm going to do to start out today's video, I'm just going to do a verbal description of the three lots that we are interested in looking at today, which is going to be block 16, lot 3 and 4, block 17, lot 34. Now this block right here, this is block 16. There are almost all of these lots down here are cleared, and what I'll try to do is I'll try to capture them in separate videos. Now the first of the three lots that we're going to look at today, this is block 16, lot 3. Block 16, lot 3, this is the marker for the west side. It goes straight back to the security fence back here. This lot comes in at 949 square meters. It has a slight slope, a slight grade here at the very beginning, maybe about a 4% grade, but it continues to get steeper as you start getting down to the bottom of the street. If you see, this street actually goes down pretty hard down to this bottom section of the street right here, and it goes very high going up to where we built Villa Feliz back here. Now, a real neat thing about this piece of property right here is if you were to use this section as a driveway going into a basically almost a underground garage or a subset down garage, maybe 1.5 meters into the ground, 1.5 maybe to 2 meters, and this grade wouldn't be so bad. You would have some gates down here, either on this side or at that opening over on that side over there. Then you would take your driveway, go up, and then you would build your house on the back side back over there. Basically like a two-tier level, like a sort of like a basement going up to the main part of the house. And then you could this lot is so large you could actually stick a two-story house on the back with the basement type of a garage like we did, and you'd have plenty of room, 949 square meters. And it continues to go around the corner here. Very quiet, very secluded, private section of the subdivision, and it goes back to here. And the marker, according to this, if I'm correct, you can see that is the corner of the security fence right there, and then I see a marker right here. And this looks like to be the marker for the, we're going to say the south west side of the lot right here, and it would go straight across here, which makes this the opposite side of this block right here, or this lot, and this lot over here is going to be lot 4. So this would be the north side of lot 4, and then it continues on over to way down here by this electricity utility pole back here. So this would be the lot right here. It doesn't have that much of a grade, but what it does have in the back area back there, you can see it looks like it was cut. It was dug out very low behind the security fence and the mahogany trees, and it was kind of dug down back there. And you can see the corner marker, which is on this side right here, this side of this electricity pole. Now this lot right here is 731 square meters. Now this is the intersection of the three roads. This is the road leading out of the subdivision. This is the road leading up the top of the hill where Villa Feliz is built. And this is just a very private cul-de-sac on the end of this. I gotta tell you, this is a very quiet, since this is kind of like in a valley down here. This is always the most quiet and it gets a quiet area, and it gets a great breeze. As a matter of fact, one of our subscribers will be building over here. He owns this lot in the middle, which is basically the center line that goes behind Villa Feliz, going to the east of it. He will be building in that area in about 3 weeks. Now the last lot that I'm doing a review on here today is this lot right across the street from us, which is on the west side of Villa Feliz. This lot right here is block 17, lot 34. If you look at it on a site map, now it shows on the site map that this road continues straight through here all the way to the security fence back there by the bamboo, all the way in the very far back. That drops straight down to the creek. There's a creek down there, maybe about 15 meters straight down behind the security wall. But this, according to the developer, and we're validating that, according to the developer, this is not a access road street. This part of the lot next to this little cubo and this other lot that's built back here, all this is property that belongs to this lot over here, block 17, lot 34. So this is semi flat at this portion right here, but it drops hard down into the back. So just like back at lot 3 over there on block 16, if you wanted to do something like on the back side of your lot, dig down into the soil at the level by the security fence and make a private den, great room with windows all the way around it, and on the top of it you put a lanai, maybe your master bedroom to the side, which would be at the grade level here, and you still have the opportunity to build another story on top of that. This would be an ideal lot for that. Great thing about this one is you have the privacy fence behind you. You have a pretty much a dry riverbed, dry creek bed back about 15 meters down, and all this bamboo and wildlife back here will give you a lot of privacy back here. And back to the right behind this lot right here, on the other side of the creek, is a cattle farm, and to the left all over here is all plantation, is sugarcane plantation, all behind this entire area back. Well, that's about it for the walk around description of the 3 lots I mentioned earlier. What we'll do now is we'll do some drone flyovers to get a more detailed picture of what each one of the lots look like, as well as I'll try to put some informative little comments as the drone flies around. Well, that's about it for today's episode. I hope you got some worthy information in the event that you are looking and planning on retiring in the Philippines, specifically here in the Lipa area, specifically here in our community. If you're interested in any of the information that I provided today, I will leave a link inside the description block for my preferred licensed realtor that's authorized to sell here in the subdivision, as well as if you have any information that you would like directly from me, just contact me at mypigream@gmail.com. Well, that's about it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you got some good information. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and you'll be notified the next time I upload a new video. So until such time, you have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.